Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and in today's video, I'm an idiot. I was sitting down thinking, oh, I'm gonna do, the Siege video tomorrow to see the Siege changes, but of course I realized, wait a second, Nub, Siege takes a couple of days. That Siege video won't be ready to go until Wednesday or Thursday. I need something for Tuesday, and I thought, well, I'm really in that PvP mode, that arena mode. It's something that I'm climbing up live arena like crazy now. For me, I am personally really enjoying actually these live arena daily wins. Going in and trying to earn these chests, to me, is actually pretty good motivation. I've yet to get a piece of gear or the legendary book from this chest, but I'm getting some dust for re-rolling gear and stuff like that. So it's fun. I want to show you the build I'm using in the arena. Okay, I want to show you. And in case you guys don't know, if you go to any of my videos, I've got a bunch of stuff linked in the description, but one of those is my builds. I try to update this fairly regularly, but you can actually go in and just whatever, I don't know, look at my champion, what gear they have, their masteries, and so on. You guys can check all of that like live in real time. It's just something I do. I think I was inspired by Shinny. I think was the first person I saw do it, and I was like, you know what? That's great. I mean, sure, people can copy my arena strats or whatever, but I don't know, or judge them. But the idea would be that hopefully it's somewhat helpful if you guys want like sort of quick reference for the stuff I'm using in a given video. Just bear in mind that, obviously builds can change over time. If you're looking at a really old video, the build might be and whatnot. But let's check it out. I have yeah, what's it? 4 by 4. I have 17 champions here that I use all the time in arena, and then maybe a few more. We'll look at the 17 main ones. These are ones, yeah, basically, when I go into live arena, 9.8 times out of 10, these are the champions I am choosing from. Let's take a look in terms of how I built them. Some of these are good builds, some of them are bad. So Frawley's pretty good. Frawley is in 4-piece lethal, 4-piece stone skin, and he is a 6-star awakened mythical, which makes a huge difference. He is a HP-based nuker. So yeah, he's got 108,000 HP, 4.2k defense, 272 speed, 304% crit damage. In Form 2, it changes like this, but his alternate form, unfortunately, sucks. And he has these sorts of masteries. I might actually switch some of this up. I might switch his masteries up. I do quite like Whirlwind of Death, and I do quite like Spirit Haste, but I might ditch Blood Shield. Blood Shield's a little risky. It can also help him stay alive. Kind of fun. Can you give him Methodical? We could ditch Whirlwind of Death. We could take Ruthless Ambush. I don't know. It's a tough call. This is what I've got with him right now. The masteries could tweak. It wouldn't really make a huge difference, I don't think, anyway. But look, this is my Frawley. He has Life Harvest 6-star, which is really fun. Because basically, you go in, you one-shot someone with his A2, which then is going to give him 20% more max HP and 20 speed. But the great thing is, if they revive people, he gets 30% turn meter per revive. So he can just zip up the turn meter, destroy their max HP, and then very appropriate, exterminate the weak. Just AoE, slam them down. Destroying their max HP makes it easier to trigger this passive. All the good stuff. And he can really start snowballing the extra speed with the turn meter boost. It's pretty fun. That's Frawley. Yeah, what would I change about this build? Honestly, maybe more HP would be nice, seeing as he gets a bunch of crit damage the more HP he has. So, indexing more into HP than crit damage. Obviously, more speed is always nice, but pretty sick. Next up, we've got Lazarius. So we're going to look at all the mythicals first. He is 5-star, got super lucky and pulled that recently. 4-piece stone skin, 4-piece lethal. I don't know why for Frawley it's 4 lethal, 4 stone skin, but for Lazarius it's 4 stone skin, 4 lethal. Who knows why, but that's how it is, I guess. Strange things in the game. So he is coming in, and for him, as you can see, it's, good speed as well, high attack, and crit damage. He also has got a bit of accuracy, because you do want some accuracy on him, particularly in Form 1. In Form 2, the damage form, you can see it's 7,500 attack, 330 crit damage. So that is Lazarius. He has Lightning Cage. Could switch this up, honestly. It's kind of nice, to protect some buffs. I think it's okay to sort of protect Stone Skin at the start. I don't know. I am considering switching him to Intimidating Presence, just to always have that. You could also run him with Soul Reap or something. I think Soul Reap does work off of his passive whenever he kills an enemy with increased skills. I think that would work with Soul Reap. So I might experiment a bit with Lazarius. He'd also, you know what? He'd also be pretty good, funny enough, with Nature's Wrath, placing debuffs, upping his damage. So I might ditch the Lightning Cage. That's what he is with right now anyway. And he has these masteries. I think fairly standard. One thing I'd love to improve, he only has a 5-star ring. That'd be great to upgrade that. Other than that, I mean, he's pretty good. Next up, we've got Mikage. She is sort of built for PVE, so Hydra, Clan Boss, Dungeons, which is 9-piece protection. So she only puts out 2 buffs, but still, 2 buffs is 10% more damage. Actually, quite a lot, really. So she's in 9-piece protection. So she's coming in, and she's good enough for Arena. 363 speed and 400 accuracy. I would definitely love her like, I've seen people with like Mikage in like Relentless and like 400 speed. I'm like, ooh, like Relentless and Stone Skin and like 400 speed or something, and like, oh man, on like 600 accuracy. You're like, holy shit. I don't know. Maybe I'm conflating a couple of different builds. Maybe the stats aren't that high, but that'd be nice. She doesn't have the 5-star blessing would definitely help. Funny enough as well, I do have her built with damage. 86 crit. She's a little low in the crit rate, but she's got some crit damage, 4,000 attack. I've got her built a bit for damage, so she does some damage. She's in that weird spot, Mikage, where she's so good everywhere. This is like a generalist build, but it's not like the perfect arena build or anything. She's got cruelty. Again, it's not really good for arena, but it's great for obviously any boss content. And she's got, again, War Master. It's not great for arena, but it's great for boss content. The life of a character that's good everywhere, huh? Carnage. I've got video recorded on Carnage. That might be out after this video. Carnage is coming in. He's sort of like the Lazarius build, but worse, right? So it's lethal stones, 4-piece stone skin and lethal. Yeah, that's quite a theme. That's quite a theme. Because, you know, I never whaled out massively on energy or anything, and I haven't been playing as long as other players. I don't have the savage gear that they have, not quite. I'm much more heavily indexed into lethal, which I can just farm from Doom Tower as much as anyone else now. And stone skin, which again, I can farm as much as anyone else now. So yeah, that's where a lot of my gear is. Carnage, he doesn't have any blessing yet. 6k attack, 213. His speed is low. 268 crit damage. That's gone up a bit. 383 accuracy. And yeah, he goes into form 2. He's at 7.6k attack. So for him, I'd love to get his speed a bit higher and maybe the attack a bit high. I mean, his crit damage should be over 300 with the blessing, so that's fine. We will get the blessings eventually. But yeah, that's Carnage. So again, the same thing. Survive the first turn with Stone Skin, then go in with Lethal. No blessing yet. I'll probably give him Nature's Wrath. And he's got these masteries. Someone a little bit different, Lord Shazar. I'm a big fan of bombs. A lot of people are, well, I think people have copped on now. I think with Pinpoint, that was the turning point. I don't have any Pinpoint on Shazar. I haven't bothered. Maybe I'll upgrade his build. Right now, though, I'm kind of working on other stuff, so I'm not too bothered, but he's in shocker, 4-piece stone skin. Wow. That's also, by the way, that's why bombs are so good, because people like me running stone skin on everyone. 4-piece stone skin. He has 7,000 attack for the bombs, 245 speed, 641 accuracy. The advantage for him, he is 6-star, which is a huge boost of stats, and 245 speed. One thing with Shazar, he does need 100% crit rate. The reason is you need to crit to reduce the bombs from 2 turns to 1 turn, which is night and day. Makes a huge difference. He has intimidating presence. He's got a crazy speed aura, so makes sense. And like, he doesn't really need any damage blessings. He's got these masteries, you know, getting attack, getting more accuracy, that sort of stuff. That's Shazar. Love him. Love him. Mithrala, you can see with Mithrala, the stuff like these other champions, I'm using them a lot, right? And Carnage is just new, but I'm really trying to use them. All their stuff is fully upgraded. We come to Mithrala, not the case. Not a huge fan of this build. She is in Bolster and Perception now. She's got double reaction to try keep her alive there in the arena. I do use her sometimes in arena. The reason she's in Bolster right now, and I can't change it, it's actually key. I actually think Bolster on her with reaction is pretty darn good for arena as well. But the Bolster set, I can't remove it. I do need it for Shogun. Without the Bolster set, I think my Shogun team doesn't work. I could obviously work around that, make a different Shogun team, but that's what she's in right now. Kind of useful to have the odd champion Bolster if you can. It's kind of a niche thing to bring into to some like live arena or whatever, Siege, whatever. So she's coming in. 275 speed. Again, the speed can't really change because she's the cleanser in a Shogun speed tune. Her health is a bit low for bolster for my level now, which is 90,000. It's not great, but it's something. Good defense. Like you add this stuff together, she's almost 1,000 resistance through her passive, so it's good. Like for instance, my Shazar with like 6, even with increased accuracy, he'd only barely be scraping it, and he's 6-star, so she's probably okay. But I'd like to redo her build at some point. This is her. She's got temporal chains. I don't really know why, actually, but she does. I mean, it's a good blessing, but yeah. That's her. So I do use her sometimes kind of against bombs or just for just lots of protection and stuff, you know. Next up is Sifi the Lost Bride. She is in 8-piece protection. I'd love 9-piece. The problem is really hard to get a good banner, and her banner is like a triple speed right now with a max roll on the glyph. Really tough to replace that. I would love to. A pretty good banner though. But if we got a triple speed protection banner, I'd replace that in an instant for the extra protected buffs and the extra damage. She is, I think, my fastest champ at the moment at 398. I could go faster, but I kind of have my speed gear spread around kind of different teams. Because, you know, you need multiple teams for Siege, for Tag Team Arena, and kind of play around it. She works great, honestly, in Live Arena. I really love protection set, actually, on her, the 6-piece. Right, that protected, that can make a huge difference when enemies are relying on buffs. They're like, you've got a Sifi, no problem, I'm going to strip your buffs. And then it's like, oh, well, you really wanted to strip that block debuffs, but it was protected. That can win the fight, can be cool. She's got Life Harvest. I am very close, by the way, to getting her 6-star on the Blessing. We'll probably switch her to Polymorph at that point. Life Harvest has been good, but I think I'll switch her to Poly. And she has these Blessings. So that Sifi, I guess she's tanky as well, 105k HP, 5k defense. Again, in a perfect world, I'd probably be dropping that defense to get more HP. But like I think she's got that's okay. Like this, we could have more speed as well. Like she's got a defense. Yeah, defense ascension there, but you know, we're not going to re-roll that. That's too much. It's too much dust to re-roll that. Maybe one day, but right now, no. Arman's up next. He's not quite as upgraded because he just gets banned in Live Arena most of the time anyway. He's in 4-piece stone skin with some perception and speed, so he's coming in 355 speed and, you know, defensive, 742 accuracy. He's got tons of accuracy. He's not skimping on it, that's for sure. I've switched him to intimidating presence recently just to make him faster. And yeah, he's got these masteries. So that's Arman's. Again, I might update him at some point. I haven't bothered too much because, like I said, he just gets banned all the time. But we'll definitely upgrade his stuff at some point. His banner is sick. Accuracy with triple speed, and it's a refresh banner, which is actually pretty cool too. You pop those refreshes on Arman's, again, that can win the fight, which is nice. White Queen Ancora, this is one of the best builds, I think, anyway. Let me know what you I'm very happy with this one. 6-piece stone skin and actually 3-piece protection. Yeah, it's out there. But she has 140,000 HP and 4,000 defense, 260 speed. She even has like 430 resistance, which isn't too bad. And even some accuracy, she does do turn meter pushback. So yeah, that's Ancora. She has Life Harvest right now. Again, I'd love to get her up to 6-star and give her Polymorph. And she's got these masteries, but she's super tanky, right? That's the goal with Ancora. Super tanky. Yeah, I love Ancora. Pick Ancora all the time. We've got the Narcies as well, so yeah, no real surprise there. Wukong, kind of a bit forgotten at the moment, to be honest, but he is in the 6-piece Merciless for just max damage. Been a long time since I looked at his build. I'd love to give him, 68 more attacks, so he's got the 7,000. 1 more speed would be nice, but yeah, I mean, 400 accuracy, high attack crit damage, good speed. He's a bit of a beast. We could definitely upgrade this helmet. I mean, it's got real good substats. It's 5-star. Never mind, the helmet's pretty darn good. But yeah, that is Wukong. He's got 5-star polymorph, and his masteries are like this. So Wukong, there he is. Don't actually use him a crazy amount at the moment, but he's obviously always a strong pick. Narcies in very good gear as well. Like Ancora Narcies is just a core for my account at this point. 4-piece Savage, 4-piece Stone Skin, and yeah, he's coming in 121,000 HP. 4,000 defense, 257 speed, 307% crit damage. He does have Heaven Cast. I'm not a massive fan. I mean, it's okay. I don't know. I definitely would swap it up. Again, if he was 6-star, it does open up things like Ward of the Fallen for survivability, or polymorph as well could be cool. Yeah, he's sort of a little bit lacking in like an amazing blessing. I don't know. And he's got these masteries. I don't know what you think about that. But yeah, obviously Narcisse he's so strong. And he hard counters like shields and strength. Pretty useful. Ultimate Death Knight, a little bit forgotten with the gear, but he's in, good build in the sense of 6-piece Stone Skin and then triple reaction. So it's like, I'm blocking you with Stone Skin. If they try to counter with like a George hit or something, he's got triple reaction, There's only a 25% chance George hit can actually kill him. 75% of the time, it's a normal hit, and he lives. So that's always sneaky. He has Life Harvest. Again, we could maybe switch this. Probably that he gets a bit of turn meter. It's only 10%. It's not ideal, but it's fine. It's fine. And destroying their HP, I mean, it's not bad for him just standing there being smacked. I mean, Temporal Chains maybe is better. I don't know. He has high resistance. Oh, yeah, for his stats, he has like as little speed as possible. He does have over 700 resistance to try to resist, bombs and buff strips. 98,000 HP, 4.6k defense. So, yeah, he's fine. Yeah, so Ultimate Death Knight. Yumiko, use her all the time. 2 speed sets, a perception set, and a double pinpoint. She is coming in 366 speed. I'd love for that to be higher. She's got good defensive stats, really, but 366 speed. We've got like no faction guardians, unfortunately, or almost none for Shadowkin. That could be an extra 10 speed. I mean, an next 6-star eventually, whatever. 5-star would be great to get her the accuracy. She's at 543 right now. Yumiko, she's got Temporal Chains, and she has these masteries. Just take as many turns as possible, lock them out. I think she'd be a lot stronger with more speed. We've got Elva. Elva, sort of like budget Ancora, really, for me. 6-piece Stone Skin. So not quite as good as Ancora, but 106k HP, 4k defense, 285 speed, like 300 resistance. Yeah, it's like budget Ancora. She's got Life Harvest and these masteries. Regash, he has these masteries. He is coming in with Perception Lethal. So no Stone Skin here. And he is coming in with 7,000 attack. Honestly, I'm probably going to be stripping this gear off of Regash as well. It is also for him important because of his passive. He does, 20% more damage against targets whose defense is lower. So we've kind of gone more into defense than crit damage. He also doesn't have the Blessing. A Blessing would push him up closer to 300% crit damage. Probably going to be benching Regash when we get Marius. Or Freya. Either one could take his gear. Now, we'd probably be ditching the perception pieces and going 4-piece Stone Skin. But yeah, Regash is unlikely to be holding on to his lethal gear. That's probably going to be stolen. I haven't been using him too much. Nature's Wrath for just more damage and like this. Tormin. I actually upgraded his gear a little bit. Coming in lethal and Stone Skin. There's obviously still room to go in terms of upgrading this stuff. And unfortunately for Tormin, I don't have a crit damage necklace, so he's got a defense necklace. It's fine. But yeah, and he's also only 2-star, so he's even missing the defense. 3-star, I would buy a 3-star if I saw it in the shop, just for the extra. I've got him with Polymorph, right? That extra chance to poly and the extra 600 defense would actually be pretty nice. So Tormin's definitely want to be upgraded. It is possible because he's in Stone Skin. Lethal, this gear could be stolen. I do find myself using Tormin, though, against speed teams a good bit in Arena. So he's slow, 198. He has 6,000 defense, 239 crit damage. I mean, the amulet is putting his crit damage a bit low. Whatever. We'll upgrade him at some point, and he's like this. He's still super useful just because of his passive, really. And then we got Arbiter in slew of different sets. I think she's my second fastest champ at like 380. When we finish the Faction Guardian, she'd be 390. It's okay. And sort of tanky, sort of whatever. Arbiter. I don't use Arbiter very much, to be honest, but she is there. If we need someone to go fast, she is technically the second fastest. I do have some other champs that I use every now and then. None of them are too major. I did throw some gear on Gurgo, actually. Not great gear, but like gear. So he's in, again, a slew of different sets. I've got a really good Feral banner. Accuracy with speed and mythical attack. I mean, it's got double defense percent. I guess it's not really, but for Feral, it's so hard to get. It's quite strong. But yeah, he's like an option. 6,000 attack, 280. Crit damage, 440 accuracy, 249 speed is pretty good. Now, he doesn't have lethal. He only has, like, you know, cruel perception. He's kind of random sets, but he's an option. I do have him 5-star. Might rebuild at some point and put him into, like, 4-piece lethal, 4-piece stone skin, or be more like 300 speed, 4-piece lethal, 4-piece pinpoint, something like that. Maybe. It feels bad not to use Gurgo because he's so strong and I got the 5-star. I just haven't gotten around to it. I do have a Rotus. Don't use him too much. His speed's kind of low, honestly, 225. He's got good damage, but he's kind of slow. Don't really use him. One I do use is Nishak, actually. Again, bombs, great. Perception, 4-piece stone skin. We should probably actually promote him to the main. Yeah, let's promote him to the main team. Let's be real. 233 speed, 500 accuracy. That's a little bit low, but 8,000 attack, though. So, I don't know. Does he have... He has an attack banner. We should maybe switch this. It's not even that amazing. Should maybe switch that to accuracy. And obviously, he doesn't have the 5-star blessing, which would be more, but... and he's got Brimstone as well. He's sort of like in the Bommel build. I don't know, but it's solid. So yeah, that's sort of where we're at. The champions that really I'm actually using in Arena. Let me know what you think of the different builds. I just thought it'd be interesting to see. Hey, playing a lot of live Arena. This is how I'm actually building my champions. Mostly trying to get damage dealers into 4-piece stone skin. Really, the key to getting 4-piece stone skin is Hydra personal rewards. Right, these chests down here, that's how you're getting them, right? You just gotta earn those chests, slow and steady, get your stuff. Lethal, farming from Doom Tower. Yeah, that's basically it. Farming lethal Doom Tower and Stone Skin for those. Protection is obviously a really big deal as well. And then for me, on my account, I do struggle with like good speed gear and savage gear. I've got a couple of good pieces, but not too much. Yeah, not too much. And it's just a lot of stone skin gear from Hydra, honestly. Stone skin, it's just gear from Hydra and lethal from Doom Tower. That's really what most of it is. The odd savage piece, and then perception is pretty big as well, just because doing a lot of just faction wars every day, you get perception. I don't know. Let me know. Thanks for watching. Hope you found it interesting. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.